What to do, everybody? It's your boy JR,
Brian,
and Isaiah.
Thank you for joining us. You are watching the Nerds at the Watchtower podcast.
Indeed.
Nerds. In Nerds we trust.
God bless.
All right, let's get straight into it. On today's episode, we're covering some more video games, but more importantly, some film that we are going to be expecting coming soon to Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a TV show, an anthology series. So that means that every episode is a different. It's like done by a different studio, or I guess the studio might be the same, but it's a different story. Like the stories are disconnected.
It's like a mixture of different projects.
Yeah.
like what's it?
Love, Sex, Robots.
Love, Sex, Robots.
Yeah, so it's by the same people.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know.
Already, I love it.
Yeah.
Already,
I was locked in as soon as I learned that, bro. I was like, it's about to go down.
Season one.
Pre-order. Give me the merch. Give me the figures, glasses, toasters. I'm down.
And there has to be Funko Pops.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely want the live action version because some of these games are like pretty abstract, like 8-bit games and stuff like that that look like they got a way big upgrade. Like it's like now they have like realistic humans and you know what I'm saying, like so it's like even more stylized games got to that point. Like there's one game in very specific that I'm thinking of. It's a very, very old game that got updated. No, but around the same time.
It was Battletoads.
Oh god. But yeah, there's one really, really old game that got updated that looks a lot newer than anything that I've seen from that franchise before. And I'll mention that at the end.
Interesting. So we're gonna watch the trailer for you guys.
Indeed.
Give our live reaction. So join us. Take a seat. Grab a chair, grab some popcorn and snacks, and here we go.
Unless you owe money,
Unless you owe money.
then go to work.
All right, here we go.
Secret level.
Straight off the bat, cool as fuck. Way to start it off. Cool.
It's time. This world has waited for your arrival.
People love death robots.
Yeah,
It's
there's
fucking cool. Why are you looking like
It
that?
is you. You will open the door. Because you are the chosen.
so sick, dude.
All those
This is giving Ready Player One vibe.
Yeah.
Hey. I saw a dragon, I'm happy.
adventure.
In Kratos?
Just for you.
Keanu Reeves, sick.
Oh! That was Mega Man!
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he fell.
Come in. You have a game to play.
So fucking sick. This is the greatest idea ever,
Can
dude.
you go back and see? What?
That was Pac-Man, dude.
Wait.
Can you go back to what they did in Quick Flash? That's in there.
Yeah, for sure. That was right around here. Okay, hold on. So, in order for us to be able to break it down for you, we'll do playback speed, and we'll go 2.5.
And then
we'll
mute the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I think it's this right here. Is that what it is? I can't see. Oh, nope. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? What is this?
It's 2.5.
No, that's a different video.
I believe that's Avengers Civil War.
I was like, what the hell? Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. I think it's around here-ish where that starts. I know, right? Come on.
Which was that one?
So there's a lot. There's a lot of them.
That's what we're about to see.
Okay, yeah. So there's this
Is
game.
that Rainbow Six?
No, this is that game was called Crossfire. And then there's Seafood. Let's fucking go,
Seafood,
dude.
Yeah. I didn't notice that one.
Dude, yes, bro. And then D&D is in here, so that's where the dragons are coming
Yeah,
from.
Warhammer,
Unreal,
PlayStation.
New Worlds, D&D, Pac-Man, Armored Core. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
So Armored Core was the one with the big robot that Keanu Reeves was in.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, we get a lot of hero shots, and then Pac-Man at the end, which is super sick.
I wonder how they're gonna do that.
Yeah, so he like turns into so hold on, let me skip to it. So he like turns into like it's like a garbage disposal looking, like he opens his mouth and there's like a garbage disposal on the inside, and he's just like a floating orb. So watch, you'll see right here. Boom, it opens up, and it, like all those are like just little gears, and they grind stuff up, and he just flies around, kind of like
But where's his legs?
he doesn't.
It's Pac-Man.
Well, it's like I was saying, right before, like a lot of the stuff was more like 8-bit and like lower quality, and so now they're trying to like
having their own vision.
upgrade everything. So there's a lot of games in here, and I just
So
wanted to
people are
Sifu
cool.
off rip is sick as
Look,
shit.
I don't care about one and one game only. Mega Man.
Yeah, fair enough.
100%.
The Mega Man looks so
What
good too.
rendition are we gonna get? Are we gonna get his little dog?
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Because I'm too excited.
for sure.
Wow.
Are we gonna get Bass? Are we gonna get Zero?
Yeah. Well,
What rendition of Mega Man?
you gotta think this is a 30-minute episode, so you're probably not gonna get. Or
Oh,
either,
okay.
either
So they're each okay. Oh,
it's
okay,
either
okay,
30
okay.
minutes or an hour. So you're not.
He's
gonna
an
get,
hour. He's an hour.
Is an hour? I don't think the love.
Oh no, I
Love
thought you were saying that each one gets either a 30-minute one or an hour one.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the
okay,
length
okay.
of them are
This
yet.
should be
But
an
what I'm
hour.
saying, it's
This
either
should be
gonna be
an
30 minutes or an hour.
The
I hope it's
selfish
an
nerd-
hour, but I doubt it.
The selfish nerd in me wants an hour.
Yeah, because
We're probably gonna get 30 minutes.
I know for a fact that the Armored Core one, I want 3 hours of.
Yeah, Armored Core alone.
Keanu Reeves in Armored Core is the sickest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Dude. So let's say we trust it because it's on Amazon Prime. They've been doing a lot of great stuff.
Yep.
I trust it more than I trust the other studios, the other companies, Netflix, so on and so forth. I'm hoping and really wishing this to have immense success. Because of season 2, we can start thinking of what games we would want.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, to be fair, they got a couple of my bangers already in there, so. And then one
Do
of
you think they would do
Battletoads.
Battletoads?
I mean, if this is super successful,
Ninja
they did
Turtles.
2 seasons of Love, Death, and Robots.
I thought
so,
3.
3, yeah.
Or yeah, 3. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I don't see why they wouldn't continue with it if this is like way more
I
successful.
mean, there's
than
just
that
so
is.
many games out there that they can choose from.
Yeah, right off the bat, having Warhammer in it, it's cool as fuck. That's what
Yeah.
this scene right here is,
Yeah.
Warhammer, which is super sick, dude.
I wonder if they got Henry Cavill to do any voice work.
I
that
don't
would
think
be
this
sick.
is a part of his stint as the Warhammer guy because
The
they're still like arguing over small stuff, you know. So we don't even know if that's
Can you
happening.
imagine if they give us like a Castlevania?
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
Like
be
an
crazy.
old Castlevania?
That'd be crazy.
Or like one of the hardest games ever, Goblins and Ghouls.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
if they had a Gauntlet episode, that'd be sick too. You remember
Yeah.
Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Gauntlet was sick,
Oh,
dude.
that was cool. What was the other one? It was a fighting game. And it was like
That Keanu Reeves one looks
no,
sick.
it was on Sega Genesis. Something Champions.
Something
It
champion.
had like a werewolf looking dude. I'm going blank. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. I mean, you're just describing League of Legends. I'm just letting you know.
Technically. I'm looking it up live on camera.
For sure. But yeah, Keanu Reeves here. Super sick to have him in the show. Mega Man, dude, look at him.
Bro, yeah,
He looks
that is
so
sick.
cool.
That is sick for real.
Fuck,
I'm all type of Warhammer,
Yeah.
Sifu, and Mega Man for sure.
Yeah, there's 3 episodes that I'm looking forward to. The PlayStation episode, I believe, is one consistent episode. So Ghost of Tsushima and Kratos are in the same episode. Because if you like slow the trailer down, there's a scene where there's
Eternal Champion.
Eternal Champions.
And it was something
Yeah, for
champion-
sure.
Eternal Champions, bro.
Yeah.
Put that on that screen, please. Bro, this game was so sick.
Well, I think it's like newer stuff. I didn't see anything like super old in there other
Mega
than
Man is
D&D.
old. It was on-
But like Mega Man has new games, is what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mega Man and Pac-Man are like, they still have newer, you know, like newer representation, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a scene where you see Kratos in full God of War drip, but like behind him there are buildings, and then Jin is in the same like it looks like the
same shot.
skybox is the same in Gen Shot. So I think all of the PlayStation games are together. The 3 PlayStation games that we have are Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, and Concord, which is a game that came out like 2 weeks ago and is not doing too hot. That's story number 2, but we're gonna hold off on that because this is really cool.
So now that we hit the PS2 games and whatnot, can we get Bloody Roar?
That would be crazy.
I love Bloody Roar. The concept of like the fighters transforming into animals.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Sick.
At that, because I know it would make a great show. Give me a Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal got a show
Already on Amazon.
Yeah, and it's pretty good.
This way.
Oh, like this?
With
Yeah, that'd be
Anthony
cool.
Mackie in it.
If I wanted something that isn't in here,
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur
You know,
would
be funny.
be fucking.
Give me what's that? Spy Gecko. Gecko Spy.
Gex?
Gex?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Or Spiral.
Or like, Spiral would be really good too. You could do like Disney theme. That would be sick. Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day would be
It
sick.
has to be rated R.
Yeah,
That
episode
game-
has to
Oh,
be-
give
wow.
me Crash Bandicoot.
Crash. Crash would be
Give
sick.
me Crash.
Can we just get Sony to do like a PlayStation Sony verse on these?
I mean, I think this could be.
Nintendo's
I think
doing it already.
Yeah, I
with
think
the
if-
Mario World.
Well, the thing about PlayStations is that so many of their games are so all over the place that I don't think we could get it to be one consistent universe. I think it would just be, they just start making really cool movies. You know what I'm saying? Like
don't
if
care.
they're doing the TV shows. They have The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima's getting a show.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And there's one other game that already got announced for a show. Or I think a show. So they have like, they're probably just gonna do a bunch of interconnected, or maybe not interconnected, just shows.
Just a shot of lot of Mega Man.
That shot of Mega Man is so sick, dude.
I feel like the way he looks is gonna be Mega Man X.
Yeah. Another Warhammer scene here. Then we get a bunch of face shots from a bunch of the different characters. There are some games in here though that I don't really have a lot of playtime with, but there are some like they sound like they would be cool as shit. Like Unreal Tournament got an episode, which what in the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's a deep ass
That's a deep cut, yeah.
Like, why did we get Unreal Tournament? Like that's so random. Or maybe they got something coming out soon or something, and that's
Remember, the game might not have been popular, but the lore.
Yeah.
Max.
And that's what I'm saying. That's one of the things that I like about this idea is that you can just expand on lore like to your heart's content, because the games probably aren't gonna get touched again. Like I don't know if we get a Sifu 2. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah.
but we get this and it'll be like you get to really like understand the Sifu character and like what, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think once games started to get into like its own story,
yeah.
right, and its own lore, that's what took games to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, because before you just have a quick little story.
Yeah. It was like
it's hard to do with like 16-bit.
yeah, like Metroid is like go kill the aliens, and then at the end it's like it was a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the
Seeing
whole-
this and seeing like the I guess the cinematic like CGI and all that.
Yeah.
It'd be a perfect game series. Not even like 30 minutes an hour.
Yeah.
Cool. Star Wars Unleashed as a show.
Yeah, crazy.
In this.
Crazy. Well, the thing about Star
And they
Wars,
have everything laid
No.
out.
I think the thing about Star Wars is all you have to do is give me KOTOR work, and then we good. Like I don't even need, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we don't like the Force Unleashed is cool as shit, right? But if you gave me a story that was just from KOTOR, I'm watching it. Like I'm
watching Force Unleashed. That game.
no, the Force Unleashed is
Bro, I
crazy.
played that thing 3 times for light,
Yeah,
neutral, and dark.
The
Yeah.
full experience.
Yeah.
Bro, when I thought I was right at the end and just see me getting stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
But
I did everything I was supposed to.
There is no
That made
good
me
or bad,
question,
only
like,
the Force.
I thought it was the OG, but I was just a clone, and the OG killed me.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. You know
Plot
what?
twist if you ever played
I
it.
thought about this just now.
All right.
Star Fox 64 like this, dude, would be insane.
It's in the. I
Yeah.
believe it's in the works. It's in development. They're looking for a writer.
I hope
Boo.
like
Like, so the end story for Nintendo, from my understanding, is trying to do like a Super Smash Brothers movie. And
A Smash movie is
Bro.
insane. I don't know. I don't even know if I want that. Do I want a Smash movie?
I do.
'Cause we don't-
I just want to see the giant hand.
Well, if they the master hand, you
Master
start
hand.
breakdancing and shit like that. I think if we get a build up like Avengers, where it's like everybody gets like the important characters get their stories.
It
where
doesn't
we
have
get
to
like
be everybody, bro. Just
No,
give
yeah,
me
but I'm saying, like,
Mario.
the-
We already got Donkey Kong. We got Peach. We got Luigi.
give me a Link one.
Give me Link.
Give me Star Fox. That'd
Star
be cool.
Fox. Give me Pikachu.
Yeah. Well, we
And-
got the Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, we got Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Even if it's him,
Fucking
And I
Ryan
think-
Reynolds.
for real. And I think the last one I would say would probably be
Samus.
Samus. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have
Yep,
Samus
yep,
one.
yep.
Yeah.
And then we're good. And then part
Nintendo,
two.
the crazy thing is Nintendo could do this whole idea themselves and it be just as exciting as this.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure.
Definitely.
And then part two of that movie would be like bring in Captain Falcon and all the.
Yeah. And all the other like all the lesser known
And then
characters.
you
Yeah.
know we get Red, the Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, he has all
the
three of them. That'd be good.
Outer World 2.
Outer Worlds 2 is in this, dude. Crazy pull. So the very first, or not the very first scene, but the first scene that we come back from, where it's like the purple trees
Yeah.
at the beginning of the trailer. That's it. That's from the Outer Worlds, and it's so cool to see it like realized in such high definition because that game isn't really known for that. You know,
They really got some good beat cuts in
dude, they do, man. They got Pac-Man. There was a game called Crown of Kings, which is like a strategy game. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where are you pulling these games from? You know,
For the
I think it was
boomers,
just-
bro. It's for the boomers.
Well, I think it was
They're
just like one dude at the studio. They were like, hey, we're all animators, so we don't know shit about video games. And then the one guy at the studio was like, you know what my favorite game is? And then they were like, fuck it, we're wrong with that. Like,
I take that and I bring this other proposition. They had the dartboard. Right? Like, everybody submit some type of idea, some type of franchise. Dark.
yeah, for sure.
And at the end,
Like they also have Spelunky is in this, which is a
Spelunky.
so Spelunky is like Minecraft but
sounds dirty.
2D, right? So like it's like it's really weird where like the world is procedural and you have like to platform and stuff, kind of like a Mario,
That
but
is
it's 2D. And I'm like, what in the fuck? And it looks like Arcane kind of. Like if you pause it on the frame, that it looks like Arcane, which is cool as fuck. But it's like, how the fuck did you even realize any of this shit? Because like it's 2D before, like you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like 2.5D where you can see like the side of the box, so you kind of get a sense of like how big it is. It's like 2D, like Pokemon game 2D. So it's like, how do you even know what shit looks like? Like,
It's gonna be the whole episode's gonna be a bird's eye view. Like,
no, it's like 3D. It's like it looks
That's
like it looks
That
crazy.
nigga took a lot of ayahuasca, bro.
Yeah, and then Crossfire was the military one that we kept seeing. And then Concord. So this is the one of the characters from Concord. And Concord right now is in a pretty weird place, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense.
You
that
think
it's in
this
here.
helped it?
No, absolutely not. No, so I'll talk about the Concord story now. So Concord is a game where PlayStation about 5 or 6 years ago made this promise that they were going to start making a bunch of like games as a service games to try to drive up money so that they could pay for all the single player games. So like every studio, well maybe not every studio, but a lot of the studios like Naughty Dog, like Santa Monica studio, that's the people that do God of War. And then you know what I'm saying, like Firewalk and a bunch of Firewalk is this studio. They were gonna use those games to print money so that they could make the single player games that they want to make, because PlayStation was kind of operating at a loss making these really big ass single player games, and then they sell like 1 billion copies, but they had to work for fucking 10 years to get them there, you know what I'm saying? So this game was one of the first of that wave of promises that they made 6 years ago. This was like the first one, and nobody liked the news when they heard it 6 years ago. And so when this game finally comes out, nobody's playing it because we don't need a games as a service like this anymore. We got plenty of games that we're already devoting our hours to, like Apex and Call of Duty and all that shit, right? So when this game came out, the player base was really, really small, and literally, I think it was 3 days ago or 2 days ago, PlayStation blog posted that the game was going to be canceled after they released it, right? And they told everybody that they can get refunds for their game. because they can't keep the servers up because the game isn't making enough money. It's the craziest shit in the world.
Let me ask you this.
Well, I mean, the people said no, we don't need that 6 years ago, and they still did it.
Well, yeah. So the thing was, I guess they thought that they could make like good enough games to where people are like, well, I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this
They didn't get enough
did
data
not.
from like a beta or something?
Well, they did. So I mean, obviously everybody's gonna play the beta, right? To see if they like it. And then after the beta, it got shit on because people were like, well, it's super liberal and it's fucking.
Don't know.
Because there's a lot of that shit in it where it's like a lot of like ugly chicks and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't like this game because
No.
that bitch ugly.
I'm just saying, bro.
What
Like,
does that-
it is.
What?
Well, it's a pretty big deal in like in that side of the internet where like they are super critical of games that have really ugly chicks in it, or like
That's
dudes that
new to
aren't.
me.
It's just like really, it's a really weird thing. Personally, I don't really give a fuck, but I don't play that kind of game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you never had.
So
my
let me ask you, what's the purpose of the game? Like, what's the?
It's a shooter. It's like Destiny and fucking
Oh, okay.
Overwatch, and you know what I'm saying? Like all the. It's more like Overwatch than anything else.
Okay.
It's a clone of Overwatch that isn't as good as Overwatch, like was season 1.
Gotcha.
I like Marvel Rivals. Now that game's gonna be game.
Well, so Marvel Rivals actually has a really big following because it feels like Overwatch when it was new.
So let me ask you this. Earlier you said like first person kind of game, single player.
Yep.
Do you think that just has in general a decline now?
Well, I think they're more expensive to make. I don't think it necessarily means, because if it takes you 8 years, I was about to say 8 million years. If it takes you 8 years to develop a game that makes you $1 billion, right? Then you divide that billion by 8, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as much money as you probably think it is upon release.
I would have thought to make a game and it have it be like multiplayer and online, that would cost more.
Well, it does cost more, but it generates a lot more money. Like for the
That makes
successful
sense.
ones, right?
Yeah.
Like Apex probably generated more money than put a single player game here. You know what I'm saying? Like Ghost of Tsushima. It definitely generated more money than Ghost of Tsushima because more people play it on a regular basis, and more of those people are gonna buy like all the small shit every season, or like a Fortnite where they're buying the fucking pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
so
Or
that
those
makes
skins.
At that point,
Bro,
studios
goddamn
give
it.
you like a fraction of the game. They already have the rest of it.
No, yeah, fair. But at the same time, it's like if you make a successful one, then you essentially print money to make whatever you want. That's how Respawn got to make the Star Wars games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the business model that everybody wants. Give me a live service game that prints money so that I can make the games that my team really wants to make, and then I'll put like a small team of 10 or whatever just to update this game every. You know what I'm saying? Like, and fix the weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe just because I'm just like the old school kind of person. Like when I play a game, I just like to be in the story.
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
same. I'm
like
with you.
deep in there.
Yeah.
I don't really care if it has the ability to be online or whatever.
Yeah.
Because something about just in that journey, diving into the world.
Yeah.
is, like,
And
more
getting
important.
lost in it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's more important than like, oh, how many people can we get in to do this and that together?
Yeah, for sure.
In certain games, I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
Boomer.
As a FPS person,
Could be. I don't
No,
know.
yeah. Well,
But it is what it is.
I don't think it's really a generational gap. I think it's just about the games that you played when you were younger.
Yeah.
Because like I know that's a really big thing for me, where I probably would have been, like first person shooter boy if I would have just had access to them at a younger age and like grew up playing first person shooters with the homies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause that was something I never did.
Yeah.
I didn't play a multiplayer game, like an actual multiplayer game, until Rocket League came out, which was 2016 or some shit.
I
Like,
think
you know what
for
I'm saying?
us, the ones that we played was definitely Black Ops.
Yeah.
Ops 2,
Yeah.
Gears of War.
Here's what's it called? Me and Chris, our little brother, Army of Two. We fucking went ham on that.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
But that's not the same thing though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
Yeah.
like all the homies getting on and we all played this game
Halo
or
was
whatever.
the other one that we were really on.
Yeah.
For sure. But that's more when we start entering the world of online gaming.
Right. Mhm.
But prior to that, like everybody comes with the controller.
Yeah.
And that was our multiplayer.
Yeah, like for me, like if I wasn't playing a sports game, right, which are multiplayer, I guess.
FIFA
But,
Online was cold-blooded.
yeah.
That FIFA Street, dog.
But yeah, if I wasn't playing a sports game, then I was playing a single player game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and there was no in between. Like, it was like, I'm either playing one of the multiplayer games, like
Story
one of the
mode
sports,
until you get everything.
yeah, or I'm playing a story mode and nobody everybody just leave me the fuck alone and let me be Spider-Man type shit. But yeah, so it's kind of weird. That Concord is in the show in Secret Level. But I'm really excited for this show. I think this show was sick as fuck.
I really hope that this program has so much success that maybe it's pretty unlikely to happen, but for Concord, for this to get that reemergence in popularity.
No, that game's dead.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff that dies and then people actually like the game because it has a approach.
I would agree, but it got like canned. Like they turned the servers off. They gave niggas refunds. Like
it's over. There's no researching.
And I think it's a testament to companies, and this is the larger conversation that I wanted to have for sure. Is that I think that Concord is a lesson to corporations in general, but specifically to I think it's a conversation more about listening to the audience that you have.
That's right.
Because people bought PlayStations for single player games. That's the reason we bought them. Like niggas on Xbox was playing all the fucking multiplayer games in the world. They was playing Halo and shit. And that was great. and then the PlayStation came out and niggas was like, I want to play Kratos. Like that shit was cool. Exactly. Yeah. I want to play Spider-Man. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. I want to play. Some niggas was playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know who those people are.
Good. Yeah. No Man's Sky.
Well, yeah. But I think
weird people.
But yeah, I think the reason that people bought PlayStations isn't getting catered to anymore, which is kind of weird because you literally won the last console generation.
Yeah.
By giving niggas what they wanted. Like, hey, we understand that people love live service games and that's cool, and we'll support them if they come to us and want to, be on the system. But we making single player shit.
Do you feel now that we entered that conversation that consoles are pretty much dying and it's just PC only?
No, because they grow year over year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna be buying consoles.
They're no longer gonna start doing. They're no longer doing. And they're just switching to like online. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're even saying that they're gonna have some of their games on like the Switch.
No, and they have.
They'll just port over.
Cross-platform has already been a thing.
Well, here's the thing about the Xbox. Xbox specifically is in a really weird position.
Yeah.
Because the CEO of Microsoft doesn't want to make hardware. Period. Like, doesn't want to be in the hardware game, right?
But the company itself was.
Well, true, but for you got to think, for Microsoft, the majority of the money that they make is not from hardware.
True.
And hardware normally in today's day and age, hardware is a loss so that you can sell people on software. True. Like PlayStation, consoles, right? They lose money on consoles just so they can sell you a bunch of games, right? Like that's the whole thing, right? So for him wanting to get out of the console business in general, I mean, it makes sense, because if you want to just be a really big ass publisher, then look at all the franchises that you own now. You could easily be big publisher and have Call of Duty and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the things, right? So like, even I think at Gamescom 2 weeks ago, they were talking about how Indiana Jones, that game is owned by Microsoft, and then it comes out in spring it comes out in December, and then it comes out in spring for PlayStation afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because they just in it for the money. They don't really care about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's an exclusive and we would love for you to buy our console, but we know we lost the console generation, so we're not really, it's like whatever.
Like I said, it's a money grab.
Yeah. Like, for them, it's just about what is going to generate the most coin. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much Microsoft, they're done. They're just gonna be focusing on software.
Well, I think Microsoft still makes a shit ton of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still
console-wise. That's what I'm saying. Like console-wise.
Yeah, console-wise.
So do you think that might trickle down to like other companies? Do you think Sony will ever be like, you know what, we're not making another PlayStation?
I don't think so.
Hell no.
I think because they announced that they're making another one.
Yeah. I mean, the Pro's coming out in fucking December or whatever. So. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're already on the horizon. I think for Sony.
So the last two is just Nintendo and Sony.
Yeah. I think at the end of it all, it'll be
out of the big four.
I think big four.
Yeah.
Who's the?
It used to be Nintendo, Sega, Sony.
Oh.
And Microsoft.
I mean, if you count Sega, then there's a lot of other niggas. Like.
No. Nothing that matters.
Atari, nigga.
Don't matter. fucking.
They've been out for years though.
No, yeah, but I'm
Like the big four, like 90s, 2000s, they were the big four.
Well, Sega didn't have a. What was Sega's last console? The Dreamcast was
Dreamcast.
2001.
Yeah, Dreamcast, yeah. Though that was peak era, bro.
I mean, okay.
I think that absorbed through Nintendo.
Nah, they still a separate company. They just don't make consoles no more.
No, Nintendo bought them.
Nintendo bought them out.
No, they did not.
He owns them.
Sega is a solo company, nigga. What are you talking about?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure they bought 'em.
Incorrect. Sony is still a solo
Pretty
property.
sure Nintendo has
Let
them
us
by
know
the
in the comment
chain.
section.
Okay, if that was the case, then at the beginning of the Sonic trailer, we would saw a Nintendo logo, and we did not, because Sega is still a solo company.
In the background, it's like Yakuza.
Not subsidiary. Anyway.
They're the first to be like, we're just gonna focus on the software.
No, yeah. And I think, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna do that, right? But I think for the foreseeable future, I think Xbox probably has one more console in them because they want to try to win the last console war. A lot of the CEOs, like at Xbox, not Microsoft, but Xbox, we're talking about how they lost the most important console generation, which is this one, because this will be the one where your library stays with you forever, and you'll, you know what I'm saying, like the games that you purchase now will be, with you for as many consoles as are made.
Crazy because even like Xbox, certain servers and certain beloved games are gone.
Yeah.
If you don't have a physical copy, those are not gonna be fucking expensive to come up.
Yeah, true.
Like I was watching online for a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom, right? One of my favorite games.
Yep.
Damn near $200, bro.
Yeah, I mean the thing,
like you for a physical disc copy.
Yeah.
On any of the three, because it came out in Dreamcast, it came out in PlayStation 2, it came out in Xbox. The Dreamcast, honestly,
it was like black, right? What's it? I can't remember.
Yeah, a lot of them had like the black disc because of
Black
the
vinyl disc,
then they had the blue, the limited edition blue, and then just the regular. But
I forget which one is like the competitive one, because that's the one that gets sold the most.
oh, Dreamcast, and
No,
PS2.
there's one that's closer to the cabinet version.
PS2.
I don't think it is the PS2.
PS2, I think it's the blue disc.
Anyway, yeah, I don't remember which one it is, but I hear what you're saying. I think though Xbox probably has the smartest long-term
Strategy.
plan. Yeah, just buy up a bunch of studios and become the best producer ever, right?
Monopolize the hell out.
Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, all these companies are going to send in producers. Like technically, Sony is a producer for Sony Santa Monica and Naughty Dog and the people that Gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like
oversee it. It's like an umbrella.
yeah, so like, they have their studios that are going to be really good in the future. I think Xbox having a lack of the like story-based game though is always going to hold them back, because I think the big story games are the ones that bring every, you know what I'm saying, like people that play Call of Duty, right, are going to play every Call of Duty, right? And this is the same niggas playing Call of Duty. Whereas I feel like for the story game, you can pull in somebody that's like, I'm not really a gamer, but I'll fuck around with this Assassin's Creed shit because Vikings are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. They are cool. But yeah, I think Xbox has a really good plan for the future. It's just, when will they make games that people give a fuck about? And then for Sony, the thing will be, can they make enough money to continue to support all these big ass, pretty ass games? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the biggest question, because once you expand so much, the quality control does go down.
yeah.
And I think that's what in any kind of franchise or industry, that's the biggest fear,
Yeah.
is quality control and truly giving a product that reflects the time that's about to be invested in.
Yeah, I think one of the big things, especially in the industry right now, that's knocking on a lot of people's doors is like, why do we keep trying to make things look real when if we make a game that is cool, it will sell just as much? You know what I'm saying? Like, and we spend X amount of millions of dollars trying to make it look real when people don't even really give a fuck about that, because niggas play Pokemon every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the game's cool, then who gives a fuck?
That should only be given to like racing games or basketball or like sports games.
I mean, I can see it for some single player games. Like for a God of War, that makes sense, right? To have like a super gritty, like super realistic, and he's slicing niggas in half and shit like that. But we don't need all of them to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't need to be the most beautiful game I've ever seen. Like, I don't care. They're big robot fucking dinosaurs, nigga. That's cool. Like I could just do that. Like if that game was cel shaded and looked like Borderlands, I would still play that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's just
I like
the art style, and that people just want to create games, or studios want to create games to where you can't tell the difference between reality and the world that you're in.
That's fair.
You know,
but is it worth losing your studio over? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what's going to end up happening a lot.
Look, man, I play Pokemon Go, and I'm still happy with those little games.
Exactly.
I'm still happy playing 32-bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
I got Pokemon emulators on my phone. Like an Emerald on my phone is because the game's cool. Yeah.
What?
Your opinion?
Not in my opinion, bro.
He doesn't want to be part of this one.
Yeah, but you know, the industry is in a really weird place right now because a lot of people are, you know, shutting up shop and stuff like that. Big directors are leaving big studios because they don't want the burden of a lot of the stuff they're going through. Like the dude that made Age of Empires, I think it was, left his studio to make a smaller, like, tower defense game.
Age of Empires, isn't that the one that came up from voting online?
Well, the Age of Empires is like the really big.
Every YouTuber gets sponsored. Join Age of Empires.
But yeah, he left that studio just to make something smaller and, you know, like way less ambitious because it's like, fuck, I don't want to keep making these big ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, or be stuck with this enormous franchise that I got to hold up that's failing and losing money and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of extra shit.
I think we just need to start, I think in general, we just need to slow down and appreciate less is more. Yeah. And kind of go back to the roots to really get that gritty feel of what it really was.
My solution to the industry.
Listen up, industry, listen up.
The industry's problems.
We know problems, but we also bring solutions.
Is to bring back the AA game. The fucking mid-level, like 6 to 7 out of 10 game, bro. Because I feel like a lot of the games that we see attempt to be 10 out of 10s and 9 out of 10s.
And they fail.
But and they fail, right? And then they lose money because they tried to be a 10 out of 10 game when they could have just been a really good 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember a time when niggas was playing the shit out of 6 out of 10s, bro. Like, all, like, fucking,
Overwatch.
Okay, that's not fair.
Mid-game.
But, like, the game, like, Wet, with the chick that could, like, slide on the floor and, like, shoot niggas, like...
Oh, that's a game?
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Weird ass. What?
I think there was a lot of like really good B tier games that a lot of people were playing. Fucking like DJ Hero and fucking like those aren't like
the Burger King Xbox 360 game.
Bro, make a remake.
Oh god, the Simpsons Hit and Run type shit, bro.
Yeah,
let's shut out that game.
Simpsons Hit and Run was a hit. If you find, you will find greatest hit.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I'm saying, but like on like. In terms of like game design and like what you can do in video games and what you could have done, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like it's a 6 out of 10 in terms of that kind of stuff, right? Like obviously we were still having fun with it and super locked in with it, but not everything needs to be. I feel like corporations and big studios are all trying to get the next $1 billion franchise, and I feel like trying to get $1 billion franchise is like the quickest way to fucking not getting one. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just like the only reason Assassin's Creed worked is because it came at the perfect time, and the people that were working on fucking Prince of Persia were like, "Hey, what if this nigga just murdered people?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we got a really
Prince of Persia.
Like, bro. Also, another thing that you can do to fix the industry is just listen to the fucking people that are buying the goddamn games. Give me a Prince of Persia. Give me a fucking Splinter Cell game. What the fuck? Like,
thank you.
We own you.
Splinter Cell. When that car, you're able to do the final upgrades on it. It's cold-blooded, bro.
Right, companies, we own you. You listen to us now.
If you would have did Assassin's Creed Japan when we fucking told you to 9 games ago, nigga, we would probably be excited about it. But we can't.
Assassin's Creed Caveman.
I probably went and delete my Ubisoft account.
And I'll never put it back on my computer. You can't fucking make me.
I permanently deleted it and like, done.
He blocked all the services from his game, so he couldn't even read
hundreds of hours if I put in Assassin's Creed Country Syndicate, which
Yeah.
is like in England.
Yeah.
Train of the Drip. I
Yeah.
put hours in that game, but after this stupid shit he kept on doing, I was like, fuck all of it.
He made the guy look like Seto Kaiba all white.
I
The
was,
trench coat.
Yeah.
I was blue and white. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, just listen to the fucking people that are buying the games, bro. They're telling you what they want, and you're just not giving it to them, and then wondering why the fuck you're fucking going under. Like, nigga, just give me the shit that I want.
My thing is like, they have a whole marketing team and research team
Yeah.
to take care of that, and they don't fire them after failure after failure after failure after
Yeah.
goddamn failure. What?
Yeah. At the same time, though,
Message.
My question is like, well, our study group
You're starting to get fast.
True.
has
It's all
said
from
this.
California. They can't trust them.
The polls are saying, first of all, who are you interviewing?
Yeah.
for these
Who the
polls?
fuck are you polling?
Who are you? Are you just going to the
California.
mall and just asking them, do you play video games? Let me ask you a couple questions.
What mall is you going to? Go to Charlestown. That's the realest fucking opinion you'll get.
If you can make it.
Plaza's Americas, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plaza America, whatever.
If you really want the gritty, now you go to West Oaks.
West Oaks, and if you want the top tier creme de creme, you go to Greens Point.
It's now closed. It's just a parking lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They closed it down for me?
Yeah.
No
bro.
gas and crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
No.
North
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan's out there, bro.
Shout out to the no.
Insane.
Shout out.
But no, yeah, I agree. Like, it's the disconnect between people getting involved things that they don't have any passion towards.
Yeah.
And they just see it as a business. They see an opportunity. They see a market. And they try to.
They just
seize
want
it.
their yearly bonus.
Well, I think that's something that I'm really looking forward to in the future because, like, the more nerds there are, the higher the probability of a nerd having money and being like in the boardroom.
position to make an actual.
You know what I'm saying?
company. The revolution
Indeed.
begins
And
with us, the boomers.
Unless you
But it will happen,
succumb to
though.
the corruption of greed.
well, I think at some point though, somebody's gonna be in that fucking boardroom and be like, "Hey, nigga, this is not gonna make us money." Like, look at Reddit. Look at all these niggas on Reddit telling you to do this thing.
Like if they're, oh my bad.
You know what, Bill?
I wonder if there is a CEO out there that's like,
Super locked in.
I can pocket $10 million, or I can make this franchise the best ever. And then they see and they're like, fuck the franchise, I want the 10 million. Because that's what's been happening.
Well,
right?
it's not. I think
I'll
it's
do it next year.
I'll do it next year.
Yeah.
Or it's like, man, I grew up with this franchise. It's actually pretty cool. I remember this. Nah, let's do it right.
Yeah, it's usually. Well, I think right now it's usually the boards because the boards have to cater to,
So we'll
you
take
know,
care of the people.
the investors and shit.
There's
And
no
I'm-
solution
Then
for
just
that.
privatize it, bro. Stop going public.
Well, that's kind of hard to do when you're broke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True,
you want to make a AAA game and you don't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Then game, we just need to be patient, bro.
And that's what I'm saying is that's why I want the AA game to come back because AA games were made off of like people's life savings. Like it was
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Kickstarter and
a
stuff.
lot of those franchises that became like these super huge monoliths in the gaming industry were started because some dude in his fucking basement was like, I want to make Mega Man real bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fair enough.
so I think we just got to get back to that, get back to the AA and indie games and really prop them up and, you know what I'm saying, really,
Show them
really
love,
lock
man.
in. Yeah.
For real.
Only if they're not trash.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the good ones.
No, but even then, like, for example,
Nah, if they trash, let them know.
now that you touch that point, we've gone to conventions and there's always, you know, the art vendors and whatever. And
True.
then sometimes there's people like who are starting up their game, starting up their card game, their TCG.
Yeah.
Help them out.
Yeah.
saying?
Sometimes you gotta buy exploding cats for it to become
Damn.
exploding cats. You know what I'm saying?
Can't trust
Sure.
those.
You never played exploding cats?
I have not.
Oh, that's pretty good. Video games are cool. Go play a video game. Anybody else? Gonna say anything?
Please let us know what you guys think and watch that series on Amazon Prime
You watch it with us when we watch it in December.
live.
Okay.
We'll be
Live.
live. So subscribe now. Shane.
Live is crazy. I don't know about the
Pool
live
party.
part, but
Pool party in December in Texas because it's only gonna be like 80
Sponsored by
degrees.
Canadian.
It's gonna be 80 degrees. We're gonna be grilling watching this show.
damn. We barbecuing this shit. It's hot in the bitch outside.
Bulgogi and flour tortillas.
Bulgogi tacos
They know what's up.
They know what's up.
with kimchi and salsa verde. All the beautiful burden.
That is insane. That's a crazy combo.
That's a great comment. I've been Brian.
JR,
Isaiah.
we're the eclectic nerds. You're watching Nerds of the Watchtower. Thank you for joining us. We're out.
I watch.
Peace.